Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I have posted in the past. In this video, I would like to talk about an induction cooktop. I'm going to use this induction cooktop to cook a cashew chicken with sugar snap peas. The reason I start to look at the induction cooktop is that I've always been curious about it, and I used it in the past. But about a year ago, when my friend Martha told me that she is going to remodel her kitchen, and in the process, she need to actually find another place to cook because she will not be able to use her kitchen for almost 3 months. She's going to take down a wall so that she can expand the kitchen. So she's going to have an open kitchen in conjunction with her dining room. Now, induction cooktop is an interesting approach. And in induction cooktop, you have to use a wok that is made up of something that have a magnetic property. In other words, you can attach a magnet to it. And most stainless steel wok today are designed in a way that allow you to do this. And the wok that I'm going to use is my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. And this wok is referred to as induction ready. One of the biggest concerns that Martha has is that whether a induction cooktop is going to be hot enough. So I use my induction cooktop, which I have for about almost 10 years. I do not use it very much because I'm somewhat uncomfortable about using it because it's so different from any regular type of cooktop. And induction cooktop is very interesting because induction cooktop is the result of a magnetic force that are driven by a coil that inside the cooktop. And this coil will causing the rotation of a magnetic field. And when you put a cookware which have a magnetic property, the cookware actually directly heated by this magnetic field. What it does is that it creates a current. This current, frequently known as the eddy current, and this eddy current is actually causing the resistance inside the metal of the wok, and the end result is that you're going to have what we call is resistant heat. Now, the way how I test this is that I'm first going to heat up the wok, and I'm going to season the wok using my spot seasoning method because in order to season the wok, I need to heat the oil up to its smoking point and let it smoke for about 15 seconds, and this is the time when the wok is being seasoned. I want to see whether this actually works. Now, there's no reason that it should not. Well, one thing I discovered is that a induction cooktop actually heat up the oil very quickly. In fact, I think it heat up the oil about twice as fast as it would in my glass top electric cooktop. And the end result is that I'm able to have the oil to start to smoke almost immediately. As I fried the egg, it was very clear is that the wok is very well seasoned because the egg do not stick to the surface of the wok at all. So from this standpoint, you can tell is that the induction cooktop do not behave any differently in terms of heating up the wok. It creates a non-stick cook surface without any problem. So the next part of my testing is that I'm going to try to cook a dish. I'm going to make a cashew chicken with sugar snap peas. And now people always talk about the stir frying require high heat. Will the induction cooktop have sufficient heat? The reason is that one of the key aspects of stir frying is searing the protein. In order to searing the protein, you have to wok as hot as possible. Most of the time, it should be right at its smoking point. So the first thing I did was to heat up the wok so that I can season the wok. And again, I season it with my cooking oil. I heat up the oil until it starts to smoke gently for about 15 seconds. And the nice thing is that it is very easy for me to control the level of heat. So I can turn down the induction cooktop and the level of the heat almost drop immediately. And the end result is that I have a much better control of the level of heat as compared to my glass electric cooktop. As you can see here, I have no problem in searing the chicken. The induction cooktop that I have has a power rating of 1500 watt. Now, induction cooktop has many different type of level of rating. It ranges from, which mine at 1500 watts is probably the lowest. It is a portable version, and you can have rating up to 3500 watt. Today, induction cooktop usually comes in either as a portable version, or you can have a version that incorporated into the countertop, or sometimes it comes with like a kitchen range that comes with a oven as well. The portable version, such as the one that I have, is very inexpensive. It costs about $50 up to about maybe $150. However, those that come like a kitchen range can be quite expensive. They are actually more expensive than almost any other type of cooking range, whether it is gas or electric. In this case, they can cost up to $2,000 or $3,000. However, those induction cooktops are more powerful. Some of them comes with a power rating up to 3,500 or even to 4,000 watt. And in this case, as you can imagine, they can heat up the oil really quickly. Personally, I find the induction cooktop that I'm using here, which is a induction cooktop that rated at 1500 watts, is plenty powerful. In addition to be able to heat up the oil very quickly, another advantage of an induction cooktop is that it's very easy and it's very accurate to adjust the heat output. On my induction cooktop, it has a button that I can push, and it allows me to adjust to a 10 different level of heat. And when I push the button, I can feel that the response almost instantly, and it is very accurate and precise. It's much better than my glass-top electric cooktop. In this case, I find it extremely difficult to make the rack heat adjustment, because every time when I adjust the heat, the cooktop remains to be hot. So quite often, if I want to have the heat dissipate right away, I have to remove the wok from the surface of the cooktop. And one thing I really like about my glass-top electric cooktop is because it's very easy to clean. And of course, the induction cooktop is the same way. It has a flat surface, so cleaning it is very efficient. That is something I enjoy, as compared to a gas cooktop, which I used in the past, that make cleaning far more difficult. But of course, a gas cooktop is easy to control the level of heat. When Martha decided that she's going to use an induction cooktop, because she feels that the induction cooktop is safer in her living room, where she is going to set up as her temporary kitchen. The induction cooktop, because it heats up the cookware directly, so the surface of the cooktop is actually never get hot, other than the heat transmitted from the cookware. So from this standpoint, the induction cooktop is probably the safest option. Not only that it does not have an open flame, but its surface actually do not get hot either. My stir-frying experience with my induction cooktop actually turned out to be surprisingly good. It feels different, and the difference is that the wok itself actually do not get very hot. The portion of the wok that where it is in contact with the induction cooktop get hot, and the food get hot while they are in there as I stir-frying. But the wok itself do not get hot in the same way as I would have cooked on my glass-top electric cooktop. And my cashew chicken turned out to be great. When I washed my wok, I noticed that I have nothing burned to the surface of the wok at all. And I attributed that to probably because my heat control is much more precise. Normally when I cook on my glass-top electric cooktop, I quite often find that foods will get burned. But in this case, I'm able to wash the wok much easier. This actually has me start to consider maybe next time when I'm ready to replace my current stove, I might get a stove with induction cooktop. I still remember about 15 years ago, I went on a cruise. And on that cruise, the kitchen staff provide a tour of the galley of the cruise. At that time, I was not sure how extensive the induction cooktops are being used in professional kitchens. I was very surprised when the tour person told us that everything in the kitchen of the ship's galley is actually based on induction cooking, because they do not want to have any open flame. And I was very surprised to hear that. Then I realized that induction cooking is actually now is here. It in fact can replace the conventional gas and electric stove. Well, I think I'm ready to switch to induction cooking. However, I still have my electric range, and it works well, and I'm not ready to replace it. But when the time comes when I'm looking for a new range, I think I probably will get one with induction cooktops. So far with my experience, I know it will work well with stir frying. Okay, I hope this is helpful to you. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.